up, YouTube? It's your main man, Boys for Life, coming at you with another fucking video. Alrighty, well, I'm excited. I'm excited because, look, we all wanted the big flashy moves. We wanted the Tyrann Matthews. We wanted to trade for the Earl Thomases. We wanted Sammy Watkins. We wanted, who was another guy that was out there that they were just getting rid of? And it looked like the Cowboys were just sitting dead in the water, basically trying to build through the draft, throw in the tower for agency. You know, we're going to build this team for the next we're going to build this team for the next 2 or 3, in the next 2 or 3 years. That's what it looked like. But all of a sudden, no. Like, I get it that we didn't go after the big names, and I get it that a lot of people were kind of upset, kind of mad what we didn't get or what we didn't try to get with the first wave of free agents. But honestly, like I said, I'm excited. I'm not one that has given up on Dez. To me, it's more Dak throwing the ball than it is Dez. I get it. Some balls has hit Dez in the hands. But if you watch a lot of the film, it's Dak overthrowing, Dak underthrowing, Dak throwing to the wrong side of Dez, and Dez having to play corner a lot. I mean, it is what it is. Like, a lot of people don't want to blame Dak because he was a success his rookie year. But let's get one thing straight. Zeke was a big contributor to Dak's success. Because if you think about it, Dez Bryant's production dropped also the following their rookie season. That's what happens when you can afford that to happen. No one said anything, but you can afford that to happen when you have a running back who rushes for as many yards as he did. What is it, like 1,600 or some shit like that in his rookie year? And what's crazy is that he missed 6 games this past year and still almost rushed for 1,000 yards. He was out for those 6 games. By the 4th or 5th game, he was still only behind the top rusher. He was 3rd in rushing by his 4th or 5th, by the 4th or 5th game of his suspension. Like, that's crazy. Like, so you can only imagine what's going to happen this past year. Because let's be honest, with the signing of Hearns, that's another big physical receiver that we got. So we got 2 guys, and he's more polished with his route running. If you look at some of the highlights, this guy gets in and out of his cuts like that, and that's how he gets open. Dez can't do that because he's a 50-50 guy, and he goes and jumps for the ball, grabs it, takes it away from the corner, and that's how he makes his plays. But he's not big. He's still big and physical and he can do that, but he's not the caliber of athlete he once was when he got drafted 8 years ago, right? So now he's working on his route running and whatnot, so we'll see what happens. But and then we got Thomas, which he's a burner, right? He runs like 4.2, 4, some shit like that, 4.3. He's a fast guy. So he's more likely gonna be the Bryce Butler position player. But honestly, I think you need to put him either in a slot or move Hearns to the 1, move Dez to the slot, because you know that with Dez, when he's in the slot, he's a slant guy, a dig routes guy where he can get open. Those are his bread and butters, and he can make plays like that. Give Allen Hearns the middle, the 15 to 20 yards, and give Thomas the deep threat. The boys can play, man. The boys can catch. They're professionals. That's why they're paid the big bucks to do this shit. But again, I've heard some people don't trust our coaching staff, and I don't. I feel like our coaching staff, instead of challenging our guys, they put a bland, vanilla kind of defense and offensive package together so our guys aren't overworking themselves, which is stupid to me, because then you're not testing their smartness or intelligence. They're not testing their intelligence of what they know, what they can and cannot do. And how the only way you can get better is if you push yourself to do harder things. So, so let's just hope that our coaching staff can get it right. Like I said, a lot of these signings that we did with the second wave of free agents were not flashy. Like, we just signed Fleming, who was a left tackle for the New England Patriots. He was a backup. He played in 6 games last year. Started in 6 games, played in 12, I believe, from what I've heard. But this opens up a lot of options because, and then we signed a guard, which is, it's good. But see, my whole thing is that I want to move. If our coaches are smart, what they should do is Smith at left, move Fleming to right tackle, move Collins back to guard, where O'Leary was when Collins took over his rookie season and just dominated. That's why fucking Zeke was able to he got 1,000 yards on first down alone. Like, that is crazy. That is crazy. And I know they ran a lot to Collins' side. On his side, up the middle on his side, or swing, he was Collins is that guy that can get out, and you don't want to be in front of him when he's coming at you downfield. No, you don't. So, I'm actually excited. These are smart moves. They're not big, flashy, we got Ryan Matthews, who else was out there that we wanted to get? Sammy Watkins is going to the Chiefs. He's been downhill. He hasn't been the badass. But you got Sammy Watkins and Hill. Woo! So I still want to get. This is what I want to do. We have like 10 receivers. Terrence Williams just broke his Williams just broke his foot, from what I've heard and what I've read. He had an off-season injury, so he's gonna miss a whole off-season. So there goes. If we did want to trade somebody or someone, we could have traded a couple of draft picks and a receiver to move up in the draft. Some of the late round, 3rd, 4th round picks, and a player to move up in the draft. Because I also wouldn't mind getting. I know we got Woods, but like I said, Heath needs to be gone. I wouldn't mind drafting James, the safety from Florida State. I would not mind drafting him at all. That guy is a beast. That guy is a monster. He reminds me of what's his name from Washington? That safety. I forget his name. And I shouldn't. That's retarded of me because he was a great player. Taylor. Yeah, that was his last name. He's a big guy like that. And that's one guy, if we can trade up to get him, get him. But Edgerrin James and Rashad Evans are my 2 linebackers that I want to get. I honestly think we need to go linebacker. And a lot of these first round caliber players that are wide receivers, we can get them in the second round. Sutherland from where the fuck is it? SMU? I want to say. I forget where he's from. But yeah, we can get a lot of first round wide receiver talent in the second round when we're gonna draft. So, I'm excited. These signings can be a big, good job with the right draft picks, or it can be just a bust if you don't go about it the right way. But that's with anything. So we'll see what happens. But again, I'm excited, and I think I might be going to Dallas for the draft. If I do, oh man, yeah, I'm gonna do some live coverage there. But I'm excited for next season. I can't wait. What's funny is Michael Bennett just got indicted and picked up. He got picked up already. I think it's his bail's like $100K or some bullshit like that. But the Eagles got fucked on that trade. Patriots. I bet you not the Patriots, the Seahawks. I bet you anything. The Seahawks knew what was going to go down, and they traded. I bet you anything they knew that that shit was gonna go down. So they traded him to get some shit in return for him. So, and you know what? I can see Pete Carroll looks like that kind of guy. You know, Pete Carroll looks like that kind of guy that'd be like, look, trade this guy. He's about to get indicted. He's probably guilty. Or he's probably not going to play or be suspended for X amount of games. They'd send him to a team. The Eagles were the suckers, obviously. You know what? They're not going to win another Super Bowl. They think that they're going to be, oh, we're Super Bowl champs. Look at us. Look at us. Look at us. Nah, bro. Like, they think it's so easy to repeat. You're not the Cowboys. You're not the Niners. You're not the Patriots. You're gonna be a fucking I don't even know who the fuck's won I don't even know who's won one Super Bowl. The Browns? No, they've never won. Let's see. I don't even know who the fuck has only won one. The Ravens? No, they've won two. No, the Panthers have never won. The Jaguars have never won. So you're off that shit list. But you're going to be in the list of, oh, it's 30 years later and you still haven't won another one? Come on, man. I get it. Y'all want to make fun of the Cowboys because it's 20 years later, or it's more than 20 years later, and we haven't won. We haven't won one since 1995-96 season. Yeah, but that was our fifth one. You're only at number one, bro. So trust me, Eagles, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. And you can remind me, I know all y'all Eagle fans, y'all can remind me now that you're Super Bowl champs and this and that, and y'all can talk shit. I don't care. I don't care. I got 5 Super Bowls, you got 1, and you ain't gonna win another one. So, with that being said, I'm out. Peace!